This weekend, you can win $25,000 just by testing some AI models. It's called the AI Showdown, and it's hosted by Lovable in partnership with OpenAI, Google, and Anthropic. They've opened the gates for 1 weekend only to let anyone compare the top AI models that they have, and it's completely free. Check out what I built and see who won. All right, here's the rules. Each model gets one shot, they get the same prompt, and they get no edits. I'm judging them on one-shot functionality, the UI UX vibes, and how well it even understands what I'm trying to build. And stick around to the end. I think you're gonna be surprised which model does best. Okay, here's the prompt. I'm asking each model to build me a web app that lets me save and categorize the recipes I find online, because I don't know if you're like me, but I find good stuff on Pinterest, TikTok, and Instagram, but when it comes time to cook, I can never remember what app I saved it in, and trying to actually find it is a whole nother story. All right, first up is Anthropic. Let's go. All right, Anthropic, good first start. I don't know why I got a picture of cats. I got the image, the title, the description. Looks like it's got this nice hover state. I got some tags here, and it's got an edit pencil here. Let's see if I can actually edit. Okay, it looks like I can. Now here's a question. Can I add a new recipe? I love guacamole. We're gonna take this recipe here. Let's hit add new recipe. Okay, it opens the form. Not a modal. I'd rather it be a modal, but you know, to each their own. Let's add the recipe link. All right, the recipe title actually updated. We can add a note. Let's see if we can add a tag. We're gonna do guac and add recipe. All right, there it is with the tag. We don't have the image. It looks like it's not pulling that in. You gotta manually add it. Good first start though, Anthropic. All right, Google, you're up next. Let's see what you got. Oh man, this is so bad. It looks like Google was working on a margarita recipe when they made this. All right, we got hover states. All the images are kind of broken. And there's that birthday cake again. I wonder why it keeps bringing that in. All right, can we click in an image? No. Can we click on anything? No. All right, let's see if we can add our guac. We do have a nice modal. I like that. Let's add our guac. All right, it's not automatically giving us a title. Let's just add one in. Let's give it a tag and let's give it a note and hit save recipe. All right, we got it there. We don't have an image though. Google, I expected better. Last but not least, let's do OpenAI. Let's go. OpenAI, okay, this looks good. I don't know why I got an elk image associated with one pan lemon chicken. We got the birthday cake again and those cats. Why do we have cats? But look, this is the only model to add categories at the top and you can actually filter into these. That's impressive. All right, I see an edit pin here. Let's see what happens when I click on that. Oh my God, look at that modal and you can edit everything here. Look at the tags. It's actually really beautiful. Okay, that's impressive. All right, now for the ultimate test, can I add a recipe? All right, I love the modal. Let's add in our link here. All right, it says it couldn't fetch the preview for this one. I don't know if it can in general, but at least it's giving me an error message. Let's just pop in our title manually. And it looks like it's not pulling in an image preview. It's giving me this birthday cake. But what I do like is these tags. All right, we can add a note and let's hit add recipe. And there's our guac. Now I'm curious, which AI model do you think won the showdown? I know my pick, but let's settle it in the comments. And by the way, let me know if you'd actually use this product and I'll build it out.